Previous class we have learned about the basic definitions of lines, line segment and all. Now we are going to learn about angles. Okay? First one, angle which we already discussed. Second one, linear plane. And third one, adjacent angles. Fourth, opposite angles. Next, corresponding angles. And then alternate angles. Today we are going to learn about all these 6 topics. Okay? And you know what is an angle means? If we take two rays from a common vertex, forms an angle. Let this is O and this is A. OA is one ray and OB is another ray. So we have taken two different rays, but what is the common point there? Vertex. What is the vertex here? O is the vertex. This is common for both the rays. So here we can see this is an angle. So we represent this angle as angle AOB. Both the rays start from a common point. The common point is O. So we will say that AOB is an angle. Okay. Now let us take a line like this. If I take another ray, here you can see how many rays you can see? OA, OB, OC. Here we can see 3 different rays from a common vertex. 3 different rays from a common vertex. What are the rays here? OA is one ray, OB is another ray, and OC is another ray. And the common vertex is O. O is the common vertex. So here we can observe that the formation of two angles. What are the two angles here? AOB. Angle AOB is one angle, and angle BOC. BO and C. Angle BOC is another angle. So what these two angles represent? If you observe, this angle lies beside the other angle. One angle lies beside the other angle. So we will call those two angles as adjacent angles. What is the meaning of adjacent? Adjacent means side by side. Here AOB and AOB and BOC are lying side by side. So we call those two angles as adjacent angles. Okay. Now what about the linear plane? Linear plane in the sense, you can see when we add angle AOB plus BOC, we will get the total angle as 180. That means angle AOB plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degrees. Then we call them as linear plane. We call them as linear plane. So linear plane means two adjacent angles whose sum is 180 degrees. What is meant by adjacent angles then? Adjacent angles is not, doesn't mean that its angle should be 180, but they lie side by side. If the angles lie side by side, then we call them as the adjacent angle. If the side by side angles whose sum is 180, then we call them as linear plane. Okay? Hope you all understood angle, linear plane, adjacent angle. Now let us see remaining 4, 5, 6 now. Now let us see. So here we have taken two different lines. One is line L, the other line is line M. And if we take this as A and this as B, C, D. Now you can say this is AD is one line, BC is another line, and these two lines intersect at point O. Now we can say here we have formed an angle. What is that? Angle AOB is one angle. AOB, this is one angle. I am taking as angle 1. And here we can see one more other angle, that is BOD, angle BOD. I am taking this as angle 2. The other one COD, angle COD, I am taking it as angle 3. And next one AOC or COA, AOC I am taking, this is angle 4. Now if we clearly observe, angle AOB, angle BOD forms a linear pair. Okay, because when we add angle 1 and angle 2, we will get a result as 180 degree. So angle AOB and angle BOD are linear pairs. In the same way you can take BOD and DOC linear pair, COA and AOB linear pair. So you can get 4 linear pairs from that. Okay. Now what do we talk about angle 1 and angle 3? Now angle 1 and angle 3. So if you clearly observe this, angle AOB and COD are opposite to each other. Angle 1 is opposite to the angle 3. So these two are called opposite angles. Angle 1 and angle 3 are called opposite angles, and remember that these two angles are always equal. Let us take one example. I have taken this one as degrees. I am taking this one as 100 degrees. And if you observe angle 1 plus angle 2, it should be 180, as they are linear pair. So 180 plus 100, 180. Now this is 100. What about this one? These two are linear pair. So this will be 80. You can observe now angle 1 value is 80 degrees, angle 3 value is 80 degrees. That indicates that angle 1 equal to angle 3. That means opposite angles are equal. So adjacent angles are forms a linear pair and a supplementary. Okay, this is all about opposite angles. Now let us take what are corresponding angles and alternate angles. To represent corresponding and alternate angles, we need two lines. So I have taken two lines, and those two lines should be parallel. This is line L, this is line M. I have taken two different lines, line L and line M, okay, and are parallel. So how can I represent this? L parallel to M. L parallel to M. Now I am taking one more other line which is passing through both the lines. I have taken another line that is passing through L and M. It is passing through L and M. So this N is called transversal. This N is called transversal. Now if you observe, I am taking some values to this, some namings. Here you can see angle AOB, I am taking this angle as angle 1. BOC, I am taking as angle 2. COP, angle 3. And AOP as angle 4. Can I take the similar way in the down part here? So here I am taking DPO as angle 5, EPO as angle 6, here EPR as angle 7, the same way RPD as angle 8. So total angles are 8 angles here. If you clearly observe, angle 1, angle 2, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 3, angle 4, angle 4, angle 1. These pairs are adjacent angles. Okay? What are corresponding angles from this? According to the definition of corresponding angles, the angles that lie on same side of the transversal one is exterior and the other one interior, and the other one is interior. Then those two angles are called corresponding angles. So I will explain the definition once again. The angles that lie on the same side of the transversal. Here if you observe, N is a transversal in this, isn't it? In this N is a transversal, the angles that lie on the same side of the transversal. Now see, here angle 1, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6. They are on the same side of the transversal. Same side. Okay? What are the other angles? Angle 2, angle 3, angle 6 and angle 7. These are on the same side of the transversal. Now, up to here it is okay. Now, 1 is exterior. Now, in this same side, if you see, angle 1, angle 4, angle 5, angle 8 are on the same side of the transversal. Correct? Now, which are exterior in this? You can see angle 1 is exterior. Angle 1 and other interior angle is what? Angle 5. This is interior. Angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. Now the similar way you can see angle 4 and angle 8. Angle 4, angle 8 are corresponding angles. In the similar way you can write for remaining also. Those are angle 2, angle 6 are corresponding angles. Angle 3 and angle 7 are corresponding angles. So we have to remember that the angles that lie on the same side, one should be exterior, one should be interior. Okay? Then they are called as corresponding angles. Now let us see what are alternate angles. What are alternate angles? Here you can see the definition of alternate angles is the angles that lie on either side of the transversal are called alternate angles. Okay, now if you observe here angle 1 and angle 7. The angles that lie on either side of the transversal are called alternate angles. That means can we say angle 1 and angle 2 they are lying on either side? Can I say like that? No, because they form the linear pair. We shouldn't take it that way. Alternate in the sense one is from the top side and one is from the down side. alternate angles that lie on either side of the transversal are called, the angles that lie on either side of the transversal are called alternate angles. Here we can see exterior alternate angles and interior alternate angles. Exterior alternate angles and interior alternate angles. Here if you observe, angle 1, angle 7 are exterior alternate angles because they lie outside the parallel lines. Here L and M are parallel line and this angle is outside the line L, and here angle 7 is outside the line M. So we can say that exterior alternate angles. What about interior alternate angles here? We can see angle 4 and angle 6. Exterior alternate angles are angle 1, angle 7. The other one angle 2, angle 8. The same way interior alternate angles are angle 4, angle 6. And other one angle 3, angle 5. These are interior alternate angles. So again I am explaining the definition. The angles that lies on either side. That means one angle should be one side, the other angle should be on the other side. If you take angle 1 and angle 7, angle 1 is this side of the transversal and angle 7 is other side of the transversal. So and those two are exterior. So we call it as a exterior alternate angles. And in the same way, angle 2 and angle 8 are also. Now talking about interior alternate angles, the angles that lie inside the parallel lines and on either side of the transversal are called interior alternate angles. Here 4 and 6 lie inside the parallel line, that is L and M, and they are on either side of the transversal. So angle 4 equal to angle 6. So the properties I will explain in the next class. Thank you.